Yeah, you're back for another episode of the Draft Boyz. Who?
The Draft Boyz.
That was fresh. Welcome back to the Draft Boyz, the OFPL Draft podcast. As always, joined by Miles, Heater, and myself, Whitey. That's how we do.
We're doing good.
Yeah, I'm flying today.
You fine today?
Yeah.
What about yesterday?
I was dusty.
Dude, pubs were open. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
We were let loose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Few pints were had.
Oh, a few.
I know. Luckily, I could put all the last year of snack chat advice to good use. So I just executed on only the best beverages and snacks while I was out.
What? So you just got VBs into his news?
Dude, that was the beer of the month at the Crowy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you have to order from an app now. So it was like, you look it up and it says right there, beer of the month, VB. And I'm like, sorry, I'm not doing that.
You know I would have been on that.
Yeah, I know you would have.
So you just going up to strangers and be like, "This is a 7.5. It's got quite a nice."
Yeah.
Who the
yeah.
fuck are you?
Yeah. Well, mate, I thought you knew. I'm the draft boy. Yeah, boys. Okay. Well, how'd we do fantasy wise?
Yeah. Should I start? I don't even know. I got a pretty good score with a bit yet to come.
I think you.
I think I'm lowest.
I
Yeah,
think
you go
Hito's
first.
We've still got
lowest.
one game to go.
Yeah.
So
we,
it's
we couldn't wait
you know,
this week.
TBC, but I'll go first. I'm on 39 so far this week.
Okay.
Not
Very-
amazing.
It's a very Hito score.
That's a heater.
It is a Hito
Yeah.
score.
Just below
unfortunately.
average, all that stuff.
It is. It is. I've kind of points are mostly just skewed towards some of my defense. So Sanchez and Cucurella
Oh, I
from
saw
Brighton.
that.
I went for my double Brighton pickup.
Love that.
Robertson the clean sheet, and then good old KDB the 11. Everyone else
Legs 11.
twos or whatever.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
What about you, Whitey?
not bad. I'm still up there, but I got no one left to play. It's bullshit.
Oh
mate.
yeah,
Bullshit.
I've got Arsenal players.
Oh my
left to
god!
go.
I've just realised I was looking at game week 9. How bad is that?
So you got 0 points.
Yeah, I was
Let's
doing
hope
really
that
well.
happens.
No, sorry, I was looking at game week 7. Okay, here we go. Yeah, not too bad a week for me. It was really spread. So, some clean sheet points from Aspie and Duffy, who I picked up. Regulon got me an assist. I was pretty happy with him.
Yeah.
Foden assist, and Son was my main one again.
You
9
love a bit of
points.
sun this week.
Dude,
Yeah.
I've froth on the sunny boy.
Yeah.
Why? You
It's a
look
little
like
sunshine.
you're baiting me.
No. And what else? Any points?
Yeah,
Anywhere?
that was 7 points from Ings as well. He got in a nice header, which I was pretty happy with.
It was nice.
Totaling 45 points.
Solid.
Yeah, so I was pretty happy with that.
Any points on the bench?
Yeah, some.
Who from?
Rashi.
Rashi's
back.
It's funny that you mentioned that actually, because we were like back and forth on the we got a bit of a group chat with our league, and you actually sent this thing to us, which I just wanted to play for the listeners.
P.S. Rashi's back, boys.
Yeah, boy.
He isn't far behind, so watch yourselves.
And then you forgot to play him, buddy.
It was this before.
No, look, this is after. In fairness, I mean, I was pretty happy. Who's expecting Rashi to come back from injury, get a goal off the bench? Not me.
I would have.
Yeah, well, you would have. I know. I realize now it's stupid because if you didn't play, and then fucking
Exactly.
someone auto subs. But regardless, it was a momentary lapse in judgment.
But he's back. I'm worried now that you've got Rashi. I'll take
Dude.
over. I got what did I get so far? I got 49 points because I've got Traore to come on. And
Oh,
it was pretty much made up of my Chilwell trade that I did last week to get that Alonso Chilwell
Did
double.
you pick up Traore this week?
I did.
Interesting.
Yeah. I had a spare spot.
I thought about doing that too.
So I dropped Ziyech because I was holding him for this run and he was out injured. He had a headache apparently.
Oh my god,
A headache.
Mate, like you also did that trade because otherwise you would have had no keepers this week.
Yeah. Really lucky.
Edison and Allison.
Yeah. So
You got Ramsdale coming off your bench.
coming off the bench, we'll see what happens. But yeah, that's about
not
it. for
bad.
me.
Not bad. Well, yeah, that's. I mean, look, it's pretty tight at the top of our league.
It's-
Every week I look that like I'm expecting when I've got like a 40-point week to see someone with big points.
Mm.
It's actually been the top 3 that have around 40 something points. Like no one's really.
Mainly, yeah. I mean, I had a
excelling.
doozy last week, but
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
everyone has a blip.
Everyone. All right, guys, let's get into Well, our predictions. I nearly forgot our predictions.
Oh yeah,
We're actually doing a bit better this week, Hito.
yeah, a little bit better.
Run us through.
We
Run
have
us through.
4 right so far.
with one to come.
We're waiting for Arsenal to hopefully win to get 50-50 this
If we
week
get
after 2 last
50%
week.
Right.
2, yeah.
That's such an improvement.
Yeah.
That's
Massive.
a passing grade.
I
Yeah.
know.
Okay. Well, stay tuned. By the end of the season, we might be giving the best fucking tips around.
Probably.
We might eventually win back our money that we're betting on
Yeah.
these multis.
Or we might be broke.
If you guys just listen
One
to
or the
me,
other.
then we'll be all right.
Okay.
We'll
I
see.
think we probably shouldn't have listened to you this week. But okay, let's get a snack chat. I'm thirsty. I'm hungry.
Yeah, I'm real thirsty.
Well, I'm not hungry, but I got a little treat for you boys.
Okay, cool.
I'm on Snack Chat this week. For those who don't know, Snack Chat is our favorite little starting segment to warm us up, where one of us brings in a snack and a drink, and we rate and berate.
I hope you brought a lot of drinks.
ready.
'cause I'm so pining for a drink.
Actually, a little spicy. I didn't realize the alcoholic content when I bought it.
Ooh.
I
Thank
hope
God
in
we're
a
recording
really,
in my
really
home.
good way.
right
I hope
next to
it's
a bed.
not like super weak or something. Actually,
Do you remember those ciders that I brought that time? We didn't know how strong they were, and we're like, "Why the fuck are we feeling a bit lit?" And it was like 2.1 standard drinks or
yeah,
something.
they were like 8 points.
Yeah,
something.
it was crazy strong. We were just so thrown off by
They
how
were
strong they
gnarly.
were.
Yeah,
Sorry, the zipper on my esky got caught. It was a mad rummage there.
that's all right.
Now,
It's all right, we covered.
for you this evening, I have Culture House Sour Cider, Apple and Mango Alcoholic Cider, 8.8%.
Oh Jesus Christ!
2.4 standard drink.
Oh my Lord!
So, funny part about this is I went up, grabbed like a 6-pack of these other ciders, and it said 2% alcohol. And I'm like,
No.
too slow, right? And I
Yeah.
looked on the back and it didn't say how many standard drinks, which is always your backup.
Yeah.
And and I kind of was realizing it as I was paying.
Fuck COVID.
And I went to the guy, I'm like, 2% alcohol. He's like, yeah. He's like, I don't want these. So I went back. And I was a bit rushed this time. And I was like, I saw this bright yellow can, and I was like, oh, that's cool. And I saw a sour cider. I was like, that sounds fucking sick.
Yeah.
Didn't look at the alcoholic content this time. Just assumed I couldn't get it wrong twice. And now here we are. So I got it right.
The flip.
Well,
Yeah,
here we
complete
are.
other
We
end.
could be here for a while if I have a few of these, Hito. Like, I might be like camping out playing some Xbox for a while.
Fuck COVID. Cheers, boys.
Cheers, lads. Hey,
I went before the cheers. Sorry.
all right. Oh, they're quite earthy. Or like, what's that thing? I think I'm.
Definitely earth, dude. 100%. You're getting earth.
Special
Sprinkle a little
ingredient.
dirt in there
I was
first.
thinking about dirt. Yeah, they taste.
Really?
I think
It
it's the
tastes like dirt.
sour nature of it that brings it out. But you can definitely smell the mango.
It tastes like burnt popcorn, kind of.
Honestly, it lacks a bit of that really cidery flavor.
Mm.
I'm a little disappointed by that, but it's still good, and I could get.
Maybe the
Very
mango
happy on these.
feels like it's been watered down a little bit.
Yeah, interesting. I mean, look, I'm just gonna give you like a 6.5, actually, but I'll give you an 8 for effort. Is that?
I'm gonna give you an 8 to match the alcohol content of the drink.
Oh, and Hito loves the cider.
Yeah.
He's just happy I didn't bring beer for a change.
Yeah.
All right, and here we go. Here's a snack,
good
a
classic.
classic Oreos.
I love Oreos. I'm actually a bit fiendish with them though.
Yeah, okay. I was worried I didn't bring enough. It was a whole packet.
No, it's perfect. It's perfect.
Okay, grab one now.
All right. We better start talking about football. soon.
I know. Well, it's been a big snack.
All right.
Let's do it. Oh yeah,
9. They're just
Yeah, 100
classic.
yeah,
I'm a
they're
classic guy.
9. Yeah, 9.
Fuck. It was not convincing at all. Okay, let's get into it. And before we start this week, we're a little disappointed
In the fans.
in the fans. We've
Yeah.
had,
What have they done to us?
well, normally we get these great questions and we give amazing advice.
Don't tell me they didn't send any in.
I mean, the fans that ask questions have had 100% success rate with us.
Mm-hmm.
I have not really crunched the numbers, but I assume
In terms of
it
being
was
answered?
100% being answered. Yes. And now winning their leagues.
Okay. 60% of the time, it works every time.
Exactly. But then we had nothing this week. So, boys, make sure you, and girls out there, sorry.
Yep.
Make sure you're listening and asking the questions. We need it.
You got questions, we got answers.
Yeah, and they're always right, as I just said, 100%.
60% every time.
Exactly.
Answered 100% of the time.
Yeah. All right, we better answer our own questions this week.
Yeah.
First one, Arsenal versus Aston Villa. Now, obviously, Arsenal have not played at the time of recording, unfortunately. But Aston Villa has played, and they lost 2-3 against Wolves. We didn't expect that, did we?
No,
Not exactly.
we said Aston Villa would win
We
this
did.
week. We went for them. And they were winning up until about the 82nd minute or something, whatever
Yeah.
it was.
Fuck, is that what it was?
It was very quick.
I think it was in the 80th minute.
And then Neves scored that like 94-minute winner.
Oh, my God.
That was crazy.
That
Yeah.
was hectic.
All the goals were a bit of a scramble.
Yeah. They were a bit
I don't
scrambly.
think, yeah.
What, from Wolves or from
Wolves.
the whole
but-
game?
Well, from Wolves, the goals from Aston Villa were nice.
Mm.
I know McGinn's one was pretty nice
Phew.
from range, and he's just a master of that.
Yeah.
It's always something from range.
was a
And,
cracker.
We were talking about him last week, and I was kind of questioning whether he was potentially maybe an option.
You did
And-
bring him up, actually.
and
Yeah.
Now I'm like, he's only giving himself more of a chance in teams.
Mm.
I don't know.
He gets the minutes as well.
Yeah,
For the last couple of seasons, he's always there. He actually was a bit of an asset at the start of last season, then just dropped off for like a long period of time.
yeah, but he just seems to be in a bit of form now. So I don't know. For me, he's definitely one to watch, or maybe even someone to jump on.
I think so.
I think in the deeper leagues, you might have to jump quickly.
Mm.
Unfortunately, it's his first goal and assist since game week 1.
Yeah.
So it's a bit of a wait since some points, but he got the assist for the Ings header as well, which was nice.
Yeah. But that's the thing you got to do, especially when you're in those deep leagues. You kind of got to jump on a little bit of form because it could turn into a lot of form.
Hmm.
Exactly, but he's been looking good in the highlights.
he's
leading up,
around.
if you know what I
Yeah,
mean. Like
he's
it's that-
around.
if you're watching the games, you kind of have that edge before they actually get the goal. And last week, that's what we were talking about. McGinn
Yeah.
looks good, and then he's got a goal the next week. So
So I'm just looking at their fixtures, and they go Arsenal, West Ham, which aren't the greatest, and then they go Southampton, Brighton, Palace, City. So there's a few open teams there. Not really. Palace is the only one I'm looking at because Southampton and Brighton are fucking
It's kind of
fortresses
like-
at the
Well,
moment.
we've been talking about
Yeah.
Aston Villa being on a pretty shit run of fixtures for a while now,
Yeah,
and we're still in it.
we are.
As an Ings owner, I'm a little bit bored of it.
I know, me too, as a Watkins owner. They kind of keep going through, their fixtures are going to be like couple of hard, couple of easy, hard, couple of easy. Just, it's not like a big run.
I think they're just going to be more like what they were like at the end of last season. They're going to be inconsistent. They're going to get some results, but that is what it is. But is this one of the weeks they're going to get a result?
Possibly. You never know what you're going to get with Arsenal, and it's hard to say because we haven't seen them play against Palace this week. But I'd still probably back Arsenal in this fixture just because of their form at the moment.
They do have a bit of momentum.
Yeah.
I hate saying it.
It's
Sorry.
hard. It's hard to say without their Palace result because I actually think Palace have a slight chance against them.
Yeah, well, they were drawless against Brighton the week before,
Mm,
Arsenal. So I think it depends if they win, how convincingly they
that's
look
true.
doing it.
Yeah.
If they do, I'd be worried for Villa, but unfortunately, we've got a bit of a question mark still at the time recording. But
All right, let's get a prediction from you guys. Actually, you know what I'm doing. I've already said it. So
Yeah, I'm with Arsenal on this one.
I think so too. Just I didn't like the way Villa threw away that lead. It was pretty poor.
I don't know. Or they could come back. Yeah, got to go Arsenal. I mean, look, yeah, Arsenal. Let's go with that.
yeah.
Okay, Chelsea versus Norwich. Chelsea won 1-0 against Brentford, and Norwich drew 0-0 against Brighton. Yeah, that was an interesting game from Chelsea.
It was hanging on by the skin of their teeth. Actually,
Well, they looked real good, as they have mainly done in the first half, for sure, even maybe the first 70 minutes.
Mm.
But typical, not super clinical. And then, Chile comes in, hits one of the sweetest volleys you ever see.
It was so
It was
clean.
just that perfect
Chile
fucking-
just chilling on the edge of their 18-yard box.
Dude.
It
that was-
honestly reminded me of my pitching wedge. Like I hit that so sweet.
It sounds like you didn't this morning. Yeah, but that was good, and that kind of rewarded Miles, who managed to convince the Chilwell owner to give him up.
Yeah, so I did a trade after speaking to the pod last week about that strategy to get Alonso and Chilwell because they're going to be on rotation the whole year, and just that strategy of having them both, playing them both. Whoever doesn't play just comes on auto subs. So I've done it. I did Allison, Ding, and Sterling for Ramsdale, Chilwell, and Mbembo. What are you guys thinking about that trade?
Well, I kind of want to talk about the Chile thing, like
Mm.
the whole auto subbing idea,
Mm.
because I mean, it's obviously got like one drawback, which means that you basically are short. You have one less defender than everyone else, right?
Yeah.
Because only one of those players can play.
Yep.
Each week, but I don't know. Is that a big enough drawback to worry? That's what I haven't crunched the numbers.
I think the outlet of that specific position, that Chelsea left back, is worth it. Because think about it. Say if they just rotate the whole year, I think that they both have the chance to score over 150, 160 points. But you're getting both of them, right? So say
Yeah.
if you get over 300 from the two of them, because you're always going to get their points.
But you're not going to get 300 from them. Like,
Why wouldn't you though?
because like it's basically the equivalent of playing a player that plays all the time, like Trent. Like Trent plays every week. He's a good scoring player, and he doesn't get 300 points.
No, I'm saying 300 from both of them.
I know, but you're not both playing.
Look, Alonso's already on like 50. Chilwell's already on like 23 and he's played twice.
I get it, but I'm like, it's not 300 points. You're not just adding 2 points together. You're
But
only.
I think in this
those minutes.
specific reason, like example, it could be. I think it's the ultimate FPL strategy of this year.
Ooh.
To have
Oh my
Chilwell
God,
and
he loves
Alonso.
saying shit like that.
I know.
I'm actually dead serious as well.
We know you are, mate. You're always dead serious.
Got your serious face
It
on.
doesn't mean it isn't still outlandish to claim that thing. FPL strategy.
I think you got to remember as well when you don't have one of them,
Mm,
the other person still has 2 players.
mm.
So say you had Chile only, you're going to have another defender that might get you 100 points.
Possibly.
So it's not like you're going from 150 to 300.
I
It's
honestly,
gonna be
I believe that they're both going to score 150 and I'm going to get all of their points.
But dude, you also believed that Bruno Fernandes was going to outscore Salah this season, and look what happened.
Yeah, but that was pre-Ronnie coming. Things change. I adapt. I adapt.
Dude, I had to take a pot shot at you there. All right, well,
I think we'll wait and see because that other person could have one of them and get 150, as you say. And then the other defender gets 100. It's 50-point upswing, uptick.
okay, enough on that. More about the trade.
Mm.
In terms of the trade, I think you've done well. I think Chile is going to get some decent points this season. He's already looked very good, and both of them are in goal scoring players.
Yeah.
Is it the strategy of the season? Maybe not. Then you've dropped Sterling. Well, you've swapped Sterling. Who did you kind of get in return midfielder wise?
Mbembo?
Yeah, I like that. I mean, we can't. I mean, we'll be talking soon about Brentford, but he's hit the post a few times.
He
but
has.
Out of one of the people that I've been watching who just looks electric on most games, he does look really good. If he
Yeah.
can just sort out that finishing.
Yeah. Out of position. He's a midfielder, but he plays up top with Tony.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, it's a strategy that I've got because you've got Tony and, you're right behind me. So I want to try and counter your Tony points by having Mbembo. You got to go deep when you're thinking about these things, guys.
I know
It's
you
very
do
deep.
that to me. Get away. Little bitch.
I mean, this is
Little-
what you got to do to
little
be a
copycat.
champion.
All right. Well, I think we should probably mention Mendy in this Chelsea game.
We should.
He was
Ooh.
incredible.
On fire.
Chelsea going to keep a lot of
saving
clean sheets
everything.
this season if he plays like that every
Yeah.
game.
Using
Like,
his face, using his hands,
Dude.
whatever.
it was hectic.
Dude, if a ball hit me in the face, I'd be injured for a month.
I'd definitely be crying.
not the moneymaker.
I'd definitely be crying like a little girl.
Yeah. But yeah, he played amazing. Like some of the saves were like ridiculous.
Out of this world. And
Yeah.
I watched like 3 of the saves and I'm like, they're never getting a goal. And then he made like 3 more amazing saves. I'm like, I just knew that he was on fire.
He was so pumped.
He was. You
Yeah.
saw him. It was like insane. But it was like Chelsea testing a new defense, which is another thing we wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
Because Rudiger's out and Silva it wasn't back from
Yeah.
international
International
duty.
break, yeah.
So it's worth mentioning that Rudiger's not going to be playing. So will Chalobah keep getting minutes, or will Reece James come in on the right side, push Aspie
I think
more
that's the most
central,
likely.
and then Silva's back this week. So who plays on the left? Is it Christensen, Chalobah, or Sarr?
Well, we might even see a similar lineup this game because it's Norwich.
I would think so too. I think Thiago Silva will play Champions League,
Me
and
too.
then he'll go back to a similar squad against Norwich. So
Yeah.
So who's on the left?
I think Sars gets another game.
So you think? Oh, okay. So you don't think Reece James will start?
Actually, that's another question.
depends what happens Champions League, unfortunately.
Because then Asby's tied on. Like he's been
Yeah.
amazing this season.
Yeah, I'd say Reece James gets a start because he wants some minutes for him as well.
I think so.
It's a
too.
good game for him as well.
Yeah, I know. I agree. So I think for me, it's probably Chalobah
Yeah,
that goes onto the left. I think he's capable.
yeah, he should. I hope so.
It's not like
yeah.
Rudiger's left-footed. That's
No.
not exactly the strategy.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Chelsea youth. Let's
Chelsea
go.
youth. Chalobah. I think Chalobah's good. All right.
So should we talk about Norwich?
I've got one thing about your boy, Werner.
Yeah,
Oh,
You were quite pumped last week. How are you feeling this week?
still the same. I
Yeah.
mean, look, he didn't finish that one decent opportunity.
It's a pretty good opportunity.
It was a good opportunity.
It wasn't amazing.
You got to hit the target.
Yeah,
man.
you do.
Got to hit the target.
You do,
I
but
didn't
Like
it.
rolls back to you, and you can just have one snapshot at it.
yeah, but it did happen very quick.
It did, but still, like
But besides from
Just
that, he looked
classic.
really good, especially in the wide areas.
Just classic,
Bit
though.
unfortunate Lukaku was offside for that delicious little finish that
did
he
you see
did.
the cheeky little
Yeah, I know,
push
that
from
was
the
nice.
Brentford player?
Yeah,
That was smart to push him. Like he almost pushed him offside.
Oh.
yeah.
Like kept him in
spicy.
front of him. He like gave him a little.
Well,
nudge.
that's not easy
was
because
cheeky.
Lukaku's a bit of a fridge. One thing that should be said before we move on is Loftus-Cheek got his second start of the season, playing a bit deeper,
Yeah.
but he drives straight up the midfield and actually could be an option if he can somehow hold that spot. But
Possibly.
I don't like his
Yeah.
chances.
Short leagues, probably not. Maybe a deep league.
Maybe a deep league.
Hmm.
All right, Norwich boys. Sergeant.
Sergeant.
Oh, Sarge.
my lord.
Oh my god, that was
Dude,
what the
ridiculous.
fuck was that?
Dude.
It was just like, I'm just gonna pass it towards the goal. If it gets there, it gets there.
You know what it reminded me of?
Oh god.
Last week when I tried to pop the champagne.
Oh
It's
my
just
god,
like-
that's exactly
Yes.
what it was. It was like all this hype to get back together, and then Miles goes with the champagne. Like, oh, it was the same with Norwich. They were like, "We gotta go. We're gonna get a goal. We're gonna get out."
It reminded me of what players do when someone goes down injured and they just kick the ball away.
Yeah,
It just reminded me of that kind of like
maybe he thought he was
lazy-
offside. I don't know, but honestly, that was the
Oh,
only thing I was
sums up
saying about
Norwich.
Norwich. I mean, look, they did get a draw against who's been a decent team, but I don't think we need to say anything there.
No.
No fantasy prospects other than old boy Harvey Norman.
Oh, Norms.
Yeah, okay, let's predict.
I've already written it down. We don't
Yeah,
need to vote.
Chelsea.
Yeah, I like it. No debate. No, not necessary.
I think whenever we come to the Norwich fixture, it's just whoever's playing them.
Palace versus Newcastle. Palace still haven't played yet at the time of recording, unfortunately. But Newcastle lost 2-3 to Spurs, which looked like quite an interesting game at least. Yeah. What did you guys think about that?
Well,
They got the early goal though, didn't they?
yeah, that stadium was
Oh,
bouncing.
Dude, it was crazy, the energy.
Dude.
I actually got tingles.
Yeah.
Like you saw it. You could like
Mm.
feel it. And then the owners were like,
Yeah.
we got a goal already. And I'm like, you're cooked, boy. This ain't gonna last.
It's just like, oh, spend the money and then get excited.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, we did talk about it briefly last week, but like the money they're going to drop, I think, in
Mm.
this summer transfer window, because it has to be done.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be done this season,
I think he's got 2 windows. So he's got this
Oh.
one plus next one, and then it's
but
Spicy.
he's not going to want to get fucking relegated, is he?
No.
So I reckon he's going to drop some cash.
Jan.
Like, I mean, everyone's seen what's been happening with Steve Bruce.
Mm.
Did you see the questions that were like
Yeah.
aimed at him? Like,
That was so
What'd they
disrespectful.
ask?
it's so disrespectful. Oh, it's like, are you just waiting for your payout?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Have you spoken to the manager about being in the plans for next season? Like, just all these like loaded
Yeah.
questions.
Dude, it was, the journalists were just fucking heinous. And it was all, I think it was a lot of Newcastle based journalists.
Oh,
but
they fucking hate him though.
Yeah.
yeah, do they?
Do the
I think
supporters
they
hate him?
do. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Like 97% or something of Newcastle fan club voted for him to leave. Like 3 weeks ago or something.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't even know what I think about him as a manager, to be honest. He's always managing
He's
those clubs.
pretty average. Yeah.
Yeah.
My main question is, what happened to his nose?
Mm.
Did he just get hit by a train?
That's probably not a
Well,
good topic
probably
to
a
bring
few
up.
footballs.
What?
A few footballs. Used to play.
I was still trying to figure out what Miles meant.
Maybe he had a few Mendy's, you know.
Yeah, okay. I'm with you now. Okay. But as Newcastle as a whole, like, yes, nice header, well worked goal, but
Wilson.
it's the same people we're always talking about in this team, Wilson and ASM. Like,
Yeah, but I think I wanted to talk about ASM because I don't think that he's as much of a prospect now that Wilson's back. Just after watching this game,
I agree.
because he's really pushed out because he is naturally a winger,
Yeah.
but he's just playing up top while Wilson was out. So I think for ASM owners, you know, you might have seen the best of the consistency. He's still going to get some points every now and then, but I just don't think, you know, when he was on a run there, you might not get that. So that's just what I wanted to shout out.
I just
That's
think
fair.
that's some of the best advice you've ever given on this podcast. I genuinely was listening to you then. I'm like, that's
Besides
really
the-
intelligent.
Besides the Chilwell Alonso, like
No,
greatest strategy of
I'm
all
actually
time.
saying this better. This is more like a subtle one, you know?
Thanks,
like,
buddy.
was very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One thing I wanted to move before we move off Newcastle, not crazy point returns, but Manquillo, 2 assists in 2 game weeks.
Is that right?
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
3 points and 4 points.
Mm.
Not amazing because of yellow card the week before and conceding goals. But maybe those really deep leagues, just if you want someone that's more than 2
Something
points
to look at. Yeah.
We love talking about going deep in a league, don't we?
Oh,
I wish our league was deeper.
I don't miss it at all. One player deeper was what our league used to be, and it was a fucking nightmare.
Oh, I would like prefer it.
Really?
Yeah.
I just think that there's so much more movement off the bench,
Mm.
there's actually options for you to go to. I remember that with strikers, it was just fuck all.
Yeah.
With
I
an
like
eight-man
that, though.
league.
I think deeper leagues have more trading
Yeah.
and smaller leagues have more free agent waiver.
100%.
Oh, that's
Well,
true.
I love a good trade. You know.
Yeah,
I
you
like a
love the
trade.
hustle.
I
All
do.
right, let's fucking do this.
Likes the sweet talk.
Let's predict
Peace.
this. I haven't even seen what Palace are going to do this week, but I'm feeling still fairly positive about them. Palace for me.
Okay, I'm gonna get a draw on this
I'm going to
one.
say draw 2.
You guys are waiting till I was eating my Oreo.
Yeah, we were.
I'll take a draw. So our next fixture, while Whitey stuffs his face with the Oro, is Everton
Thank you.
versus Watford. Everton lost 1-0 to West Ham, and Watford they got pumped, boys. 5-0 against Liverpool.
Pummeled.
Probably won't be talking too much about Watford, but Everton. I know that Hito's been really talking him up in the last few weeks. They lost.
They did lose, but they
Why'd you have to
looked
fucking go and talk them up?
lit again, though.
Whenever you talk someone up, they go
They
down.
looked so good, though.
They did look pretty good.
Like, the scoreline does not, you just look at it and go, don't know what
Yeah.
happened in that game. But Everton were on fire. They were just missing that clinical edge this week.
And and I think a big part of that was Iwobi. He just was.
Oh, he wasn't look
He
very
missed
good,
some
did
good
he?
opportunities. Like Gray did that nice run down the side, worked some space, got him the ball, and he just like fucking missed it massively.
Yeah.
You know, I think main thing to take away is here, just because Iwobi started this game, don't pick him up.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's still the main people. It's Gray, Townsend, and Doucouré. All of them heavily involved throughout the game. As soon as we chuck a Richarlison or a DCL that can finish, they could start spanking 2-3 goals every week.
And
They
worth
could.
noting, I think the fantasy site says DCL will be back on.
I think Richarlison too.
Oh no, it's changed.
Oh
no.
Live update.
I
Live
looked
update
at-
here.
Live update, lads.
Have you ever seen me this happy?
Oh my god!
What's the
It
date?
said 23rd of October last time I looked.
What's it now?
Now it says muscle injury, unknown return.
Just drop him, mate.
Motherfucker, I'm googling that shit.
All right, so
Well, Richarlison's still 23 October.
okay, yeah, because he didn't really see. I thought that was more of just like a tiredness. I think he just had a bit of a tightness.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Needed a nap.
I mean, gold medal.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't?
Okay,
Too
we've got a
heavy.
mixed
It's 'cause he's
injury
been playing.
update.
He's been playing with it under his shirt. It's
Mixed
just wearing
injury
him down.
update from Rafa Benitez here.
Oh.
You're hearing it from me first / the Echo, which I think is
Liverpool Echo.
Yeah, it's a Liverpool-based. Anyway, here we go. Ready? Okay,
Hip.
they haven't given it to me straight
Just
away.
silence.
I was really hoping.
It's the classic. They give you the backstory. They
know.
won't
Oh
tell you
my
about the
God.
club, the player, and then they finally get to it in like the second last paragraph.
What? Let's not even tell me who's injured. This fucking Liverpool.
All right,
fans.
I'm cutting him off. Let's talk about Watford. Nah.
Do we have to?
There's no point.
They got pumped.
Sorry, G-Man.
Yeah, look, it's not looking good right
They're
now.
copping a few pumpings, aren't they? Like
Yeah.
just like they look better than Norwich against a shittier team.
Yeah.
And we called that out. Remember, I was like, I'm quite happy with this.
Yeah.
I called it out. Saar only looks good against the shitty teams.
Mm.
That's in the times he's gotten points.
And it was
Um,
against a rampant Liverpool. Like, they played
Oh.
so well.
Yeah, 100%. You can't you're talking about the future champion. So
Ugh,
you're
turn
100%.
it up.
But Saar against Villa, 2 against Norwich, 1 against Newcastle.
And that's what we said about, Saar. You can't drop him because he's just their talisman. And you just got to ride out this bad run of fixtures.
It's going to be
That's
real,
not what Hito
it's
said, I
real
don't think.
bad, though.
He didn't say that. He said drop him and don't pick him up again.
Did you?
I wouldn't hold him for this one.
There you
I don't
go.
know.
Right. Sorry.
I think I side
He's
with.
got 7 poor fixtures. That's a lot of weeks.
Bench him.
Yeah, well, not all of us are at the bottom of the league, dude. Like, if we drop someone, we can't get him back
I
necessarily.
think I was like
The
rushing to
waiver
pick him
wire is a
up.
dark, dark place
Pick him
for
up,
the fucking
pick him up
top
against
league
Chelsea
boys.
before they play City.
Mate, I don't know about you. I don't know. Your strategies are all whack. I mean, yeah, they're good for someone at the bottom of the table, but
Oh, yeah, thanks. Whatever. We'll have fun with Saar. So.
I don't think I'll get him. I think Hito will pick him up.
All right, let's get a prediction, boys.
Okay. Yeah, you're right.
Everton.
That was a bit quick. Yeah, I agree.
I'll go Everton as well.
Okay. Leeds versus Wolves is our next one. Leeds lost 1-0 to Southampton, and Wolves won 3-2 against Villa.
I think the Leeds roller coaster has officially shut down for maintenance.
Yeah.
It's not available at Disneyland anymore.
Or it's just changed into one of those roller coasters that, like, for the kids.
Oh,
That there's no ups and downs.
no-
It's just like,
It's gone from having the over your shoulders strap
Yeah,
to
yeah.
just like a seatbelt.
Yeah, no,
It's turned into rubber dinghy rapids at Alton Towers. And for all the UK listeners, they'll know exactly
what
what
that
I'm
is.
talking
I
about.
have no idea what you're talking about, but I have a feeling it's like we have an equivalent, and
Yeah.
it didn't go well for that equivalent.
Yeah.
Okay. We don't need to really say much more about Leeds.
The only thing I want to say is I really liked your pickup of James. I know that he didn't, get
Yeah.
a return, but he did start,
And he looked good.
he did look good.
I
so,
just had a feeling. I was like, he's got a point to prove,
Mm.
and he's trying to earn his place in the squad. So
I like the
just
punt
thought-
though with the dead spot. You just do it
It
for
was
the fixture.
Southampton.
Yeah, maybe not that fixture, but maybe this
This one.
fixture.
Yeah, well, I mean, that was part of it. It
Yep.
was like, okay, well, maybe he gets a goal against Southampton. He did have a decent chance.
He did. He
But
really
yeah.
did.
Kind of fluffed it, but yeah.
He kind of fluffed. Okay, mate. We had so many minutes.
And
Just give him a
Leeds
break.
fixtures are still semi-favorable. We go
That's-
Oh,
Wolves,
dude,
Norwich.
if they come out of this with no shit points, they're fucked.
Yeah.
They're so fucked.
And the final thing I just want to bring up quickly, Bamford owners, what are they doing?
Well, anyone who drafted him first by draft pick must be pulling
He's a
out their hair right
legend.
now.
It does hurt.
What are you going to do?
I've got to hold him.
You got to hold?
We've got to hold him.
Yeah.
He's a based off last season, he's a top asset.
Yeah.
And there's no one, better. I'm taking a punt on some random forward that might get 4 goals this year.
I'll
Yeah.
give you Gray.
I've already got Decorate and Townsend.
Yeah, well,
I'll give you ASM.
Do you remember him shit talking Everton start of the season?
Yeah.
Like, dude, they're shit.
They did. They looked horrendous.
So burnt by Rafa.
They did,
Things
though.
are changing.
Dude, I honestly think that it's more swinging to the other side of Liverpool at the moment. Everton look real good.
Is that 8% getting to you or what?
Dude, I'm
So
smashing
Miles
it.
can, rotate and swing in fantasy. I can rotate and swing in my opinions of teams. All right, it's allowed.
Oh,
It's-
100%.
I can accept. I
I'm a
called them
swinger,
out.
don't
They
worry.
I was about to say,
that
I
was
swing
a-
in real life.
Keys are on the table, boys.
All right, Wolves.
Wolves. Traore. Jesus.
Oh my
that
fucking
run.
lord, Jesus, that run.
If he finished that, oh my god.
We've said it
We
all
say
the
that every
time.
fucking
He
week.
can't fucking
If he
finish.
that run. If he finished
Dude,
it,
that would have
that's
been
us
goal of the
every week.
season.
Yeah.
Honestly.
That run was insane.
Yeah.
He's a beast.
And it
did-
wasn't just pure pace, it was actual dribbling.
Yeah.
The camera was on him for like a minute, or it was a while at the start of the game, and he's just there like brooding, and you just like these jacked muscles. You're like, oh, he's gonna fucking score a hat trick. Then he doesn't score anything because he can't finish for shit.
Yeah. But it's coming. You know why? Because I just picked him up. And you know what happens to players that I pick up? They go on runs.
Or they fall flat.
No,
So
no,
we'll
no,
find
no,
out
no,
soon.
no. Come on, boys. You're talking to the champ.
Okay, so I mean, the big talking point for this game was more just the nature of how the goals went down.
Oh, the fucking comeback.
In terms of the comeback. But, you know, the goal scorers, Sice maybe was someone that people had due to their good run
That
of
good
fixtures.
run, yeah. And that was actually like probably the best finish of the three.
Yeah, I would say so.
It's actually
Neves
looked
looked
intentional.
kind of lucky, and Cody
Yeah, he
was
just
like
bounced off
right
him.
place, right time. So, yeah, in terms of fantasy, I wouldn't be jumping up and down, but they are starting to look more solid.
Yeah.
Podence back in the game looked quite threatening.
Got the assist
He got
as
an
well.
assist, so yeah. Let's get a prediction for this one.
Yeah.
It's hard
This
not
is
to
tough.
say Wolves, man.
I'm just going.
Yeah.
Don't say draw.
I'm gonna say
They're not.
Wolves.
It's not going to be a draw.
I'll go Wolves.
I don't think Leeds just don't have any goals in them at the moment.
Yeah, it's really weird. Anyway, okay, Southampton versus Burnley. Oh God, this is going to be a barn burner. 1-0.
Fire,
Southampton
fire.
1-0 against Leeds, and Burnley lost 2-0 against City. Southampton, not a bad goal from Brohard there, but
It was a good counter.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good counter. And surprising. I was really expecting it to be maybe Livramento or someone we've just seen in action all the last couple
Possibly.
of weeks. But
And Redmond had a really good game, and I think that he got 3 bones. He
Did,
got all
yeah.
3 bones.
yeah,
Yeah.
he took a decent shot early on, but
Yeah.
Leeds just didn't seem up for it this game. And yeah, I mean Southampton, like a clean sheet. Their defense
Another
is
one.
solid, man.
Yeah. Another one.
Another one. Speaking of another one, Burnley lost another one to Manchester City, 2-0.
They didn't look too bad.
I
at
actually
some
agree.
points.
I remember thinking like, fuck, Burnley are kind of like in City's half, which is surprising.
Yeah, and a couple of chances as well. Like
Yeah.
Westwood shot one wide. Wood was, kind of got in the end of a ball and just sent it over I think it just tipped the top of the crossbar.
But let's get to the nitty gritty. Are they fantasy assets?
No, not really.
Well, then let's move the fuck on.
Let's go. Prediction.
Okay, prediction. Southampton versus Burnley.
I think this has got 0-0
It's
written
got
all over
like
it.
a draw.
It
written
smells like
all
a draw
over
to
it.
me.
Yeah.
It's-
But also, Southampton haven't scored a lot of goals. Burnley
Mm.
aren't scoring a lot of goals. They've both got decent defenses.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've explained a draw to me.
But 0-0 though.
Oh, yeah. We'll
One
go
of those-
that.
one of
Put
those
it in the
cheeky extra
multi. Put an
bonuses.
actual 0-0 in.
Yes.
That will get heaps.
Yeah. Well, we'll let you know we're millionaires because you won't hear us on this podcast anymore.
Yeah.
Nah,
Nah,
fuck that. We'll still be here, boy.
Dude, imagine our production. It's going to be
Oh my
crazy when
God.
we're millionaires.
Oh my, the film crew.
There'll be a lot less structure.
Yeah, literally.
We just
Yeah,
won't give a shit.
maybe 50 listeners, but the best fucking production. Okay, next one. Brighton versus City. Brighton drew 0-0 with Norwich, surprising us, that's for sure.
Mm.
And City obviously won 2-0 against Burnley.
Disappointed
yeah,
with Brighton here.
Very.
It's
Yeah.
like
Well, another
it's-
clean
It's
sheet.
3 points on the fucking plate for you.
On the table.
If you walk
Uh,
away from this fixture with without 3 points, poor you.
Yeah. And then you got
Shame on you.
Poor you.
and you got to play
Poor
City the
you.
next week. Like that's tough.
Yeah, look, then I honestly think that maybe this, City can kind of just fade away randomly.
Mm.
This is
Maybe it'd be good for Liverpool and Chelsea in the league, but I don't see it happening personally. Let's talk about Brighton.
Yeah.
Look, their defense. We called it out last week. If you don't have a Brighton defender and you've got a spot for them,
And
What
if
are
you
you doing?
didn't make a pickup this week,
too
you're
late.
a fucking
Yeah,
because
you're
they're
a
playing
fucking-
City.
Yeah, you're the fucking idiot.
Well, actually, yeah, that was the funny thing in our league. I looked and I was like, I had a defender. I was like, I could drop him. I'm going to pick up Brighton defense.
yeah, you went with Duffy, yeah.
Oh, Duffy.
Yeah, big
He's
Duff.
like their high scoring
man.
defender, I'm pretty sure. And
Yep.
fucking, like he's got a decent amount of points.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Got
Dunk
him.
got all the bones.
And yeah, Dunk, I went the wrong one.
Yeah.
But yeah, Dunk
Still.
was available too. It's like
Yeah.
Duffy and Dunk. And when you look at their record, it's like, holy shit. And they're playing Norwich this week.
Mm.
Why isn't anyone just jumping on that for a week?
Dude, I can't believe it came back to me.
Did you get Dunk?
I did them as my second and third pickups.
Yeah, crazy.
I got the keeper and Cucurella.
But that's
The
the thing that
wing-back.
happens in
Cucurella.
shorter leagues like ours. Like, no one can really drop people.
Yes, you can.
You should have the one
When
swing
you've got
position.
D like mine, you can't drop anyone.
Well, you can't now because you fucking trade. That's why.
I never want to hear that sentence again. When you've got D like mine, I can interpret that in too many ways, and I don't need to know when you.
The keys are already on the table, mate. So
Yeah,
we're going
true,
to see it
true.
very soon.
I just thought that was for a quick exit. I guess it's not.
This is fantasy only. It's not like that in real life.
That was a really weird voice.
Let's talk about City then.
Okay. Well, De Bruyne back again.
Yeah, he's starting to get that
He's ticking
form.
on.
Yeah,
He'll
form.
be injured next week.
Oh, look, for Hito's sake, I hope not, because if
I kn-
he goes down, I don't know what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
You can't. With Ronaldo benched every week, De Bruyne injured.
Pogba just like not playing like
Do you
as
have
far on the
Pogs as
pitch.
well?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Just changing his hair color every week.
Oh.
Don't worry, Ollie will get sacked in 2 weeks and then they'll bring in Conte or something.
But you know what I want to say? Last week you rubbished me for this, and I said Bernardo Silva, he's a pickup. He's getting the minutes, and you saw what happened last time he got all the minutes.
Dude,
It's
I-
City. That's what I said. It's City, but
I know. Okay, fine. I can admit that he got a goal this week, but he doesn't get one next week.
well, you never know.
I'm just surprised how much game time he's getting after him coming so close to leaving.
Yeah,
It must have been all on him.
but with
wanting to
Gundogan
leave.
injured, he's just
Yeah.
in. He's playing every week.
And Pep came out loving him. He's like, oh, you can play him anyway. He's a winger. He's a
Yeah.
midfielder. He's a holding midfielder.
Yeah,
He's a striker, false nine.
Mm.
So
you know he did a Mourinho with a Azpilicueta. I could play 11 Azpilicueta if I had them.
Oh my god! Shut up. But also, you could. I mean, you just call some of them Dave, and then you figure it out. Yeah, but I mean, City. There was a lot of rotation this week.
Huge amount of
Sterling, Mahrez
rotation.
got the starts.
Yeah, so I mean,
But-
both the players you tried to trade
Mm.
started, but look, no points.
And look, with Torres getting this ankle fracture,
mm,
I think Sterling actually becomes more of an option. Like, I do believe that Foden will just carry on most of the false nine, but Sterling will come in there, especially, every 2 to 3 weeks. So I think for Sterling owners, it's
that's
not looking
brutal, though.
as bad.
Every 2 to 3 weeks.
Can I be a little
weeks is
naive here?
brutal.
What happened to Torres? I didn't know.
Oh, international game week, he fractured his ankle for
Oh,
Spain when he was
Jan
playing.
1.
Mm,
Oh my god, I'm so sorry,
mm.
but I'm kind
Oh, Jesus.
Why? Oh, because of
of
Foden. Yeah, of course. I think Foden and Sterling
He was
owners
better
should be
anyway.
happy.
I mean, Foden looked like he was getting it anyway, but still, that
Now
does
it's-
help make my decisions easier.
Massive.
Not that I was dropping Foden anytime soon.
Mm.
Okay, let's predict this one.
I'm going
City.
City.
Brighton.
Wow.
I'm going City.
Me too.
I know you're going City, but I just wanted to say
Oh.
Brighton. I respect them.
Yep.
I respect them.
Mate, if they
Doesn't
can't score against Norwich, they're
matter.
Yeah.
question marks.
They can score against Nathan Aki next week.
Maybe.
All right,
Maybe.
Brentford versus Leicester.
Oh, this is going to be
Spicy. Now, Brentford, as we know, lost 1-0 to Chelsea. And Leicester beat United 4-2. That sounds
fuck,
so good.
What a game.
I know. That's
That
one
was-
I need to go back and rewatch.
That was just pure madness.
Oh, I only got to watch the 20-minute mini match of that. And
Mm.
even that was like
Not enough.
muy caliente. Yeah. So yeah, I
Let's
think
talk
I'm gonna
about
go back
Brentford,
and
though.
watch
Let's
it.
talk
Yeah,
about
sorry, Brentford. Respect.
Well,
Yeah.
it felt like they didn't lose 1-0. They were
Well, we've already talked about Mbeumo. Like that's probably the main thing from them.
Yeah,
God, did they fucking press in that second half?
for sure.
It
I
was
lost track of I couldn't even
crazy.
note down who was creating the chances.
Yeah, no, it's coming
I
from
just-
everywhere.
It's
Tony
just
looked good.
any
Canos
different
before he got
players.
taken off.
I haven't seen that happen to Chelsea
Yeah.
since that City game, really. And I mean, like even before then, like not even City had done that.
No.
But yeah, anyway, so they really played well. And honestly, like that was one game I was just like, fuck, I'm impressed by Brentford. Like their assets actually are,
Yeah.
worth noting.
100%. 100%.
Especially ones like Tony and Mbeumo who play every week.
Yeah.
You know that, like, yes, they don't have great points right now, but fuck, it's got to happen. Like when you
Yeah.
watch those games, you're like, it's coming.
Yeah, so their fixtures are actually just about to turn after this Leicester game. So they go Leicester, Burnley, Norwich, Newcastle. Okay, so for this next month, I think Burnley assets are something to pick up. And
Brentford.
sorry, Brentford.
Jesus.
Yeah.
No, quote him.
Just had to
I'm gonna cut that bit out and play that back next pod.
Apparently.
You would.
It's when
But
Pope
yeah,
makes
so-
like a double penalty save or something.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck.
What I said to you guys last week was, Mbembo and Tony are gone, right? But you got to look at who's around them. Your Canos, Janssen, even Pinnock, he's up there.
Pinnock is like one of the. There's two of the Brentford defenders, Pinnock and someone else, that are
Janssen.
like well and truly. Yeah, sorry,
Mm.
was that who you said? Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, well and truly competing. And I mean, with the turn of fixtures going actually good from here, you've got to expect that continues.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see what's going to happen with them.
But yeah, regardless, look, they lost that game. They made a great play at the end.
I'm,
But
s-
yeah,
I'm surprised they didn't bring on their boy Wissa. 3
Yeah.
weeks in a row, he's come off the bench and scored.
yeah,
Me
because
too.
they saw what
Trailing
Mendy was
1-0.
doing, dude. They were like, no, we can't knock his confidence. Nothing's getting past Mendy today.
Need to keep his record clean.
Okay, let's talk about Leicester.
Let's talk about them.
Tielemans. Did he mean it? That is the question on everyone's lips. Go.
100%.
No.
100% I think he means
I
it.
love how quickly you guys just disagree. 100%
No.
Dude, I was watching it live and I didn't think that he meant it at first, but he knows there's no one to pass to over there. And the way that he kicks it and with that penetrating ball flight, it was so clean.
Mate, if you think you convince me with just some fancy words, then you got another thing coming. I'm with Hito on this one. He didn't mean it.
Dude.
No way. He didn't even fucking look. It was one of those dinked balls across where he knows Vardy always ends up, and he mishit it.
No.
Yeah,
No.
he did. Hito?
I agree.
Yeah. You could
And
see
people,
it in the
people
replays.
have come out saying like, "Oh, he was looking at it." I'm like, dude, he's like on the corner of the 18-yard box. Like, no way, he's just looking somewhere.
But
He's not staring at the top corner.
end of the day, doesn't fucking matter. It was beautiful.
It was.
If
And it
you're
was against
trying to
United.
dink the ball like that, you don't rip through it. That was a shot.
Okay, look. Unfortunately, we don't have video playback in this podcast, so
I
we
spoke
can't
to him as well.
analyze. Oh,
I
yeah.
hit him up on socials.
Dude.
I was like, Yuri, bruh.
And then we like, got any questions for this week?
Is he?
And then he's like, nah, dude, you guys are trash.
No, that was the question. He was like, answer it for me. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. I like it. Okay, look, we're
Because
talking
he
about
doesn't
that
know.
enough.
Because he doesn't know.
That was a great goal. He looked amazing in this game.
Yeah. This is the game that was 82 minutes.
yeah.
I've got the notes down now.
yeah.
Maybe
yeah.
this Wolves game was similar though, wasn't it?
It
when I
was.
said
There
it
was a bit of a
earlier?
comeback late, but it wasn't the same.
Okay. Well, it was
wasn't the
82 minutes they made it 2-2 at 82 minutes.
Yeah. They
And then
scored
fucking a minute later, they scored off kickoff
Yeah.
to make it 3-2,
Yeah.
which is insane.
Vardy.
Good finish.
Ain't nothing but a Vardy.
Just like-
Vardy.
Like shinned it basically.
Yeah.
Outward spinning, like top corner. But
Mm.
every goal was, like, I guess Sionchu's tap in was not that great.
Mm.
But still, like,
Hey, a tap in's a tap in, all right? When Werner tapped that goal in like last week, I was on my feet. Like I
Yeah.
thought it was goal of
Yeah.
the season.
And when Bobby scores
But
a
that's
hat
like-
trick
that's
with
like walking
3
on
tap
water.
ins, mate, you've got to be on your feet. All right. Let's talk. Start for Madison.
yeah.
Worth
Daka playing as well.
Yeah. Oh, starting?
I think
no, he
might
just
have.
came on.
Oh, did he? I don't know. I
Yeah.
thought he came. I thought
think
he started.
came on.
Let me check. I've got it
Perez
here.
with a double assist. We've been talking some trash against
Yeah, he
him.
just came on for like 13 minutes.
Perez's
100%.
assist for that fucking Vardy
Ooh,
volley.
that was a
Oh
good
my
assist.
god, how have we not talked about the Vardy volley?
Yeah.
Oh,
I liked it. Hito just mentioned then that he didn't really like it too
oh,
much.
sorry.
He
I
like,
think I was
shinned it.
pulling out a drink. What
Oh,
the
I just
fuck?
said it was a bit of like a kind of shinner, like that
Yeah.
curled
the way
right.
it goes in, you got to just
Oh.
get a little tingle
Oh.
in the testes.
Oh, definitely. But it wasn't like the cleanest hit ever.
No, I agree, but I like
Yeah.
that it glanced off and
I-
just fucking
I
rocketed
think
it
you've
up
been
there.
watching that Salah goal on replay too much.
I've got really high standards.
And
Yeah.
like a goal, like we're not all like, crazy.
Mate, unless you beat 5 players, that's all it's not worth talking about.
Fuck Salah. All right. Yeah, look, nothing else really because it was kind of weird scorers, but yeah, I think Leicester, this is a pretty good result for them.
I think Tielemans, like, we've never really talked him up that much as an FPL asset, but we've got to cater to the bigger leagues. And I think in the last 4 games, he's got 2 assists and 1 goal.
Yeah.
That's some form there.
And he looked amazing.
He looked good
and
too.
we do say that when someone looks good,
if you got a
something's
spot,
gonna happen.
you just jump on him because you never know what's going to happen.
Exactly. Roll
Yeah.
the dice. Why don't we get a prediction here?
Fuck, this feels like we're predicting Leicester Man U again, like last time when we said goals.
I don't know why, guys. I'm going to go Brentford. I don't know why. They've just... It feels like they want to do another big team.
I mean, they didn't do us, by the way.
No.
I was feeling draw just because I can't pick.
I'm going with Miles.
No, but...
I'm backing Brenny.
They've beat a couple of
The
big teams
Bees.
so far.
Bzzz.
All right.
Okay.
The boys.
The Bees. Okay, next one. West Ham versus Tottenham. West Ham won 1-0 against Everton, and Tottenham won 3-2 against the Newcastle. Yeah, West Ham. Not one of their most exciting games, and they haven't been that vibrant.
No,
in the last
it's
couple
definitely been
games.
really quiet for, Ben Rama, Antonio owners. But Bowen, it's 4th attacking return in 4 weeks. So he's actually cruising at the moment.
He's on a
and
run.
I really think that
He took the corner, right?
Yeah.
Nice header.
He had a
really
good
good.
chance at the end too, didn't he?
he did.
Yeah, he did, but he didn't score it.
No.
So what do you think about that?
Well, I mean,
Look,
I
it's
just
3
think that he's in
assists.
those positions, and the more someone gets in those positions, the more I like him.
I just think he's going to be that player that gets more assists than goals. Because
That's
he hasn't
fine.
got the clinical.
It's
But depends if
1 point
Bones.
difference.
But depends if Bones
SBS got a
comes
lot
though.
of-
Because goal, you're more likely to get Bones.
Yeah, we
Because
do
he's got
like
5 points in those first 2 assists.
We do
It's
like
like-
Bones on this
Look, it's
podcast.
better than 2, but
Well, look, end of the day, fantasy-wise, I mean, Bowen's one of the only real questions because maybe he's available, but the rest of those guys are still going to be in your teams. They're still probably going to get some really good results. I mean, I find it hard to believe Antonio isn't going to keep scoring.
Mm.
I think their just defense as well has not been. Obviously, they got a clean sheet this week, but I think we're a bit excited about Zuma coming in and the defense and threat, but it hasn't really been a crazy amount of points there.
No.
Unfortunately.
And, Ogbonna, Creswell, they're all great options, and they're going to score 140 plus. They're just going to do it.
All right, Tottenham. Kane. Boy, first of the season. This is the longest we've ever waited.
And was it a good one?
Oh, my God, the little chip flick
Chippy
on.
boy.
That
Oh
was
my God.
class.
Bring
It
it
was
back.
nice.
Rewatch it on VAR. They
Was-
liked it that much they wanted to watch it on the screen.
Dude, I was like typing my notes Kane with his first of the season and wrote all this stuff. And then I saw it was an offside goal. I deleted all my notes. And then they gave the goals motherfuckers. Control C. That's why they invented that shit, motherfuckers.
That's it. And obviously Son looked really, really good as well. But the other midfielder that I want to shout out is Lucas Moura. So,
Oh, dude, I was going to say something about that too.
yeah, so he looks really good, and I think he's started 2 or 3 in a row. 3. And I just think that he's that perfect synergy between the other 2.
Yeah. Well, he played an amazing ball through to Kane for that assist for Sonny. And yeah, I kind of agree, but he's just never really ever given us crazy fantasy points. He's gone on little runs, but he's definitely like a 5th mid swing. I don't think he's like a sit and hold.
But he hit the post, and
Did you rub my foot?
oh, was that you?
Oh, I think it was me.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
God, now
That's
they're
a
both
group.
rubbing my foot.
But
Who dropped the keys?
okay, another one worth saying, mentioning was Reguilon.
yeah.
Yeah.
He looked really, really
He
good.
looked good, and he has looked good. He's looked good this whole season, and as a Reguilon owner, I can tell you that he gets assists, he gets forward. You often see, in this game, I think...
It's only his second assist, though,
Oh, really?
interestingly.
Hmm.
We had 3 clean sheets to start the season where he pulled in points.
Has he got a goal?
No.
Oh.
No.
But I think one of the big things is he's very far forward, and you do see
Yeah.
him at the front of the
Oh,
attack
yeah.
on counters and stuff like that. He's really far up, so I think he's going to be a decent outlet. So if he's not in the team,
Nice finish from
Whatever.
Ndombele as well.
yeah, that was nice.
Cracked it in.
Okay, prediction.
This is a really tough one for me, and I'm gonna say, I'm going to draw. I think that West Ham are going to actually get their shit together and score some goals, and I think it's actually a better game for West Ham because of it's Tottenham and they'll play. Like Everton are a little bit more defensive than Tottenham.
And Everton are looking. I'm leaning towards West Ham picking it back up.
All right, Whitey, it's on you.
West Ham.
Oh wait, what did you say? Draw.
I said draw.
I was going to swing to Tottenham, but that would have just fucked us. So I'll
Oh,
stick with West Ham.
Let's go West Ham.
I prefer that because if West Ham's winning, my boys in the points.
They just
Lots of
haven't
goals,
looked
though. Lots of goals. I forgot to say that.
as good.
5-4.
Hat trick from Sonny, but yeah,
5-4?
no. But Antonio scores none.
Well, remember,
Bowen hat
Antonio has scored a quad before.
Bowen hat trick. Okay, Man United versus Liverpool. Oh man, is this a spicy fixture? And the last one for the week. What a way to round it out. Okay. Well, United lost 4-2 to Leicester. They really fucked the pooch on that one. Screwed the pooch. Damn it.
Nah, fuck the pooch sounds better.
It does.
Especially on Draft Boys.
Yeah.
And 5-0. Liverpool just they just fucking destroyed Watford.
Yep.
Anyway, we'll get to that. But yeah, pretty disappointing for United.
Really disappointed.
The goals are great.
Dude,
Yeah.
that Greenwood goal.
Greenwood
Cracked
goal
it.
was off the
Just
chain.
rifled it.
Cracked it.
And Fernandes, to get that assist off, it's just, I don't know how he does it
Oh
sometimes.
my God, he's a genius.
I really just don't understand.
I can tell you right now, this is from experience. Neither did I, and I had him for a year. You just like, you got an assist? Oh, like he literally passed like a meter to someone outside the box.
He just bunged it in there.
But fuck, that was good. And then Rashi with a nice goal as well. Pretty nice finish too.
Yeah.
That's exactly what you want to see as a Rashford owner.
Mm.
Comes on as a substitution for his first game back, and finishes strongly 1-1 with the keeper.
What a nice ball though from
It
Lindelof
was
over the
very nice.
spicy.
Boy, Rashi looks fit.
Did you see his hair?
Yeah. But
Fresh
apparently
air.
he's been spending hours in the gym.
Dude,
He's
he
been
used to be doing legs
pumping.
because he had shoulder
He's
injury.
recovering.
Yeah. No, but like even more so.
Yeah, it was shoulder surgery.
Like
So-
honestly, he's looking fitter than maybe Antonio.
I'd agree.
Yeah.
How dare you?
But equally as injury prone.
How dare you say that?
Yeah, look, Rashi looks good. I'm very glad to see him back and scoring goals. And like United look like they're looking for someone to come up with some answers.
Fuck, they need it.
And maybe that is Rashford.
It's definitely not Harry Maguire.
Oh my god.
This guy, 80 million for this guy.
Dude.
Okay, all last year we called out how much of a waste of money this guy is. I think they should just give him away. They shouldn't even try to get any money.
Fucking
Yeah, I
horrendous.
know.
He's terrible, man.
Dude, it wasn't it from a set piece that they conceded that?
He's just watching.
Like they did a short pass and they end up conceding off their own set piece.
I reckon he had Vardy captain.
And off kick off that goal. Maybe he did.
Couldn't blame him, old mates.
Dude, they were a mess. And he didn't look like he was going to be playing. And actually
Yeah.
probably would have been better if he didn't play.
Mm.
Okay, let's talk about Liverpool. Hito, we know you want to talk about them. They look fucking scary.
No, I want to
They've-
hear you guys talk about him.
Oh, they look fucking scary. That's exactly how I
Sure.
feel.
I watched that game. Actually, that game, I had a lot of fun because we were like back and forth on the group chat. Everyone was sending in little voice recordings and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
And like, I had a lot of fun. But Liverpool, they just looked so good. Even not in the final third, everywhere, all over the pitch, like they just looked so good. And I guess, there's a hat trick from Bobby, but I reckon there's just one person we've got to talk about.
There is, and there always is.
We were all waiting for it. You can see him queuing it up. We're all like waiting in anticipation for goal of the season.
Salah is too good.
It's crazy, man. Like that first assist with the outside of the foot to Mane, which like it actually wasn't the hardest ball when I watched it on replay, but just how perfectly
It's so
executed it
yeah.
was. It was beautiful. And then the Mane finish was very nice.
Mm.
Is he back?
Yeah,
Yes.
well, again, he didn't have time to think.
That's true.
it just played into him. He had to take it first time.
Mm.
When he has to think about a dribble or a pass or
Interesting. You kind of sound like how I used to talk about William. But
Yeah.
Mane's definitely a better player than William.
yeah,
Definitely.
definitely.
But
Look, it's good. Like it's always nice to see it. But yeah, they looked good. And but Bobby as well. Fuck,
Bobby
that came
looked
out of
good.
nowhere.
And that's going to be really interesting for Jota owners
Yeah,
because I know it's Watford, so we shouldn't get too excited. But getting a Hattie, you got to get some minutes after that.
dude,
Yeah.
I started writing the notes for that, and I'm like, whenever we write our notes, I have the little spreadsheet, and I start writing whoever. Like, okay, he's got a hat trick. I know that. I've seen that he's got a hat trick. So Bobby Hattie, and then I go to list the goals and how they were scored, just so I can remember. And I'm like, okay, tap in for first, tap in for second. Tap in for third. I'm like, finally, okay, they're all fucking tap-ins. What a fucking surprise.
But he's got to be in those spots as well, and that's a good striker. That's a poacher for you.
Well, yeah. I mean, and that says even more about the people around him.
and that was like the City goals this week. They were kind of they snapped up a loose
Yeah.
ball and put it away.
Oh, I mean, that's who you want finishing. Bobby's
Yeah.
pretty good with that. So but
That's
he was just
something-
there right place a lot of times.
And Jota can't do that. Like, I don't think Jota has that poacher instinct. He's a little bit more creative as a striker, which is a midfielder. But
It's funny. I'd normally say it the other way around.
Yeah, I agree with Hito.
Really?
I think
I think Jota's got a little bit more.
I think you really talk some trash just now.
mate, come on, mate. I talk the most brilliant stuff ever.
Dude, Bobby always drops deep and gives passes off. That's a little bit more like,
Yeah, when they're building,
yeah.
but when they're there, he's there. I don't think Jota's there.
I think this was a nice, like kind of small surprise from Bobby, just how present he was there, right in the box at the right moment when he hasn't been playing a lot, really, which is really impressive. But bit of rotation. Obviously, we got Champions League game again, so I don't know if he might play Champions League and then Jota might come back in. So if you're a Jota owner, I'd still be fine with that because we know how strong he's off the bench. He had a little niggle from international break. That's why.
Ah, okay.
So still a strong asset. People who have Bobby now looks a lot stronger.
Did we talk enough about Salah's actual goal, though? I don't think we did.
We haven't even got there yet.
Dude, that goal was fucked.
Yeah, I think it was better. I know it's Watford, but it's five players. He's got no reason to score that
I
goal.
was like, why is no one tackling?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he wiggled free, but for a while there, the ball was just at his feet.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was enacting it, so
Yeah.
I stood too far away from my microphone. I'm very excited. They were
Dude.
just letting him stand right off him.
He had it on a string, like
But
literally.
it wasn't in that though. I watched it down in super slow mo. Someone slowed it down, and you can see them coming in and trying to put a leg out, and he just stands on the ball, moves it away from them, and they're their whole body weight is committed to that leg, and then he's just gone, and they're they can't even follow him. And fucking sells the defender down the river for the cutback finish.
Cathcart
And
just
how
ate a
about the
dick.
fuck,
Dude,
Oh, the finish is just sex.
plops it in.
What happened to your voice just then?
I was just too excited. I was.
He was like,
I'll tell you what, it's that 8.2 drink that you've been loading me up on. I don't think I can drive after this shit, man.
I can't finish this one. I definitely can't. Otherwise, I'll definitely get pulled over and I'll be arrested for being naked.
Yeah. That was just fucked. It was
Great
insane.
game. They look the biz again, and I think that comes a lot down to Salah. But from fantasy wise, Liverpool's so fucking boring. We always talk about the
What are
same
you talking
players.
about?
Yeah, I know, but they're all the people that got drafted. It's not like we can give any advice.
4
to
defender
someone.
clean sheets. Milner with an assist. Bobby's looking different. Maybe trade potential to sell
Okay.
high.
Well,
I
fair.
don't know.
Yeah, if anything, we're talking about a trade, and I feel like you'd have to give up a lot, but it might be worth it.
Yeah. Okay, let's predict this.
I'm going Liverpool.
I'm going Liverpool.
I
Man.
cannot.
That's
That's what I wanted to
How can
hear.
you not?
What a time to verse United as well.
Oh, what a time to be
Loving it.
alive. Yeah.
Loving it.
I will say
Laughing.
I'm actually feeling really confident about our predictions this week because I've actually usually write them in caps, but now I've just avoided the caps because I think there's a bit too much pressure on it. And I think that we've got this one,
It
boys.
sounds a lot better.
Dude,
Yeah.
you're so superstitious.
You got to mix it up.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Well, that rounds out another great pod, boys. And if there's anything that we would say to the people out there,
Hit us up.
ask us some fucking questions.
We love it.
We don't
Love
want to hear from Tielemans every week.
Yeah. Yuri.
dude.
We can't answer more than one. from
We've
him
just
every
been
week.
filling dead air for an hour. We need the questions.
Yeah. Last year I was just chatting to Paddy B, and now I'm just on Yuri because Yuri's
know.
so fucking beautiful.
Oh, that's good.
Surprise.
Yeah.
I feel like we should have I want to see the odds on who
You know-
will be Miles's next DM her.
Ugh.
Well, you know who's
Next
big on
season.
fantasy? Ben Foster.
Foster.
Were you gonna say that?
Yeah, the
Dude.
cycling goalkeeper.
Oh yeah.
That's his YouTube channel. Yeah,
Oh my god.
I'm actually in his league on budget,
Oh my god.
and it's massive. I think there's like 100,000 people in it.
Yeah. Well,
I'm in the top 1,000 boys.
dude, he lets goals in like he lets people in his group.
I think he
Very
definitely
open.
had Salah captain this
Actually, it's
week.
pretty brutal.
Oh,
He made
100%.
some fucking great saves in that game.
He did keep them from not getting 10 past them, but
Yeah, that's true.